Russians and expiry dates. This is good 15 months from date of manufacture. And it was manufactured, wait for it, April 2018. That's when just after our younger son was born, who will turn 6 this year, so 15 months. Yeah, I don't know, it still works, my face is still fine, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Greetings and salutations, my name is Occult, and welcome to my sanctuary. To those of you new here, you're very, very welcome. I hope you like it here. Stick around, like all the videos, leave a comment down below, tell me where you're from, and I will reply to you ahead of everyone else who I promised to reply to. Real sorry guys, try to keep on top of it, but you know, kids get sick, God knows what happens, so I will get on top of that sooner or later, maybe in the year 2035. But yeah, I do answer all comments eventually, so do stick around for that. And to those of you who are returning subscribers and supporters, thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. So today I thought we would do a video I haven't done before, which is an empties video. So I have a few products here. I don't think I've kept everything I've used, but I have a few here. Some of them are almost finished, some of them are finished, and I really want to throw out the, the finished ones because they just clog everything up. So I'm gonna start with those. Most of this is like skincare, so if you don't like skincare, not for you, but otherwise keep on watching. So I did get a lot of questions way back when. I guess I've aged since then, and people asked, what is it the hell that you use? Because you know, the skin is kind of like okay-ish, and mind, I'm 44, so yeah, there is kind of like some skincare products that I really stick to and have used for quite some time. I think when I started giving a shit about my skin, which was quite late, probably about, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, maybe I started like looking at myself going, what is wrong with my face kind of thing, because I had bad acne and stuff. With that, I went on some experimental thing and it just worked, and I didn't really have that issue. I think it was just mainly my diet, and I used to smoke and drink, and all of that was just all over my face. It wasn't pretty, so I got rid of all of that. I changed, you know, all my habits, so that kind of improved. Then I kind of went, well, you know, I'm no longer very young. I was like in my almost mid-30s, and I thought I should, you know, have a proper skincare routine. So for some reason, and I don't know why, but it seems to work for me, I went to Shiseido. Now, first empty here is I use the Benefiance range, which is like, I guess, to combat wrinkling and things like that. I might need to switch up since, you know, I've been using this since my 30s, and I really should go into something more serious, but it's more expensive, so I kind of dread that. So I keep using this just out of habit, really. This is the Wrinkle Smoothing Cream, which is like a day cream. And it comes in these are quite weighty. They're really good quality. I mean, this is really good. Like, it's completely empty. I scrubbed it out entirely. This is my day cream. Now, would I buy this again? No, because this one doesn't have SPF. And because this is a Japanese brand, they're very keen on SPF and everything, because they tend to try and keep the skin as white as possible. It's just their cultural thing. And I don't really like myself super tanned either. And also, you do need to wear sunscreen, whatever color you are, just to protect yourself, because the sun is quite harmful. Now, the only thing to mind about this range is I had a friend who's more kind of darker olive skinned, and she said she can't use it because it has like a more whitening effect on skin in general, and she ended up like having lighter patches on her face. So be mindful of that. Do your research. Like, don't take anything I say for, you know, as gospel. It's just something that I found that works for me, so this is just what I'm showing you. And the other one is the same range, but a night cream. And I think I have repurchased that several times now. I've gone through a bunch of these, And all of these come as 50 ml or 1.7 ounces for you Americans out there. And again, that's like completely scraped out. The only thing I would say I don't really like about these creams is now, this is kind of obsolete now, this packaging, because it comes with like a little shovel thing, but you have to either keep it in there and then put it on your face and then put it back in, or you have to wash it. Like, who has time for that these days? No one. So I don't like that. They do have like a pump thing, which is a daily, I think, moisturizer with sunscreen in it, so I use that as well. But I tend to use that like more when traveling and things like that, and at home I just use these. Although, to be fair, I wish they would switch up the packaging because it's kind of annoying. But I love my Shiseido. I have like a ton of, like, I have the eye cream, I have the anti-wrinkle serum, I have the eye lifting cream, and all from that one range, because I think it really, like, it doesn't make it, you know, amazingly better, but I can feel like over the years the progression of aging is slower because of it, and it just, I don't have any issues with it. It's not irritating, the smell is not overpowering, and it just suits me, so I quite like that range. Then let's go to cleanser. This thing here is freaking awesome. This is a New Zealand brand. I don't know where the hell you get it from. It's called Lemon and Beaker. And this is a foaming deep cleanser with lemon essential oil. It's a botanical recipe apparently. It's all natural and amazing, and it kind of reminds me, like, the smell is very lemony. I kind of like to think of it as lemon meringue pie. This thing is luxurious as. Firstly, I really like foaming cleansers that make your skin feel clean. I realize that it's better not to have like super clear kind of skin and la la la. People say it's bad, especially my skin is on the drier side. But I don't like those that kind of leave residue and you're not sure whether you got it out or not. Because I reckon if you leave it on, it doesn't really cleanse, does it? I mean, I'm confused if I've scrubbed enough of it off yet or not. I really don't like that. So I tend to go for foaming cleansers that give me like a lighter feel to my skin without having any residue on it, oily or otherwise. So this thing was given to me by my dear friend who's in New Zealand. Hello, I miss you guys so much, and I hope stuff gets better for you. It's been shit for everyone, but yeah, you've had a tough time, and I hope, you know, you guys are doing well, and thank you so much, because my friend gave me like a ton of goodies when we moved from New Zealand to Moscow, and I've taken all of the stuff she's given me because it was all New Zealand made. It was a really thoughtful present, and I've used this. We've been here for 2 years now, and it still has like a tiny bit there, so I'm gonna use all of this up. Like, it's almost done. There's like a tiny bit, but I'm definitely using the entire thing because I just love it so much. It gave me that feel of luxury towards the end of, you know, usually really freaking hard days that we have, and I love this thing to bits. And then I'm gonna reuse this bottle because I have other cleansers that are not in containers like this, because this is a great container as well. It's luxurious, it's beautiful, it's glass, it has a pump. I want that pump because I have other ones that are not as convenient and are in tubes and stuff like that. I don't like that. I still want to use them though, so I'm going to use that, but one of them is an ugly gray color, so I didn't want to put this in and show you that. I just wanted to show you the beautiful lemon colored bottle. So if you ever come across this is amazing. I'll actually have a look if you get it online and if they ship international as well, and put it down below if I find it. But this is just, if you like that really clean feel to your skin, this is definitely one of the really good ones. And since we're talking about New Zealand, we might as well move next door to Australia. Now, they have a freaking miracle thing. It's been a cult item around Australia and New Zealand for many years, and if you have not heard of it, find it. They do sell it internationally just about everywhere. This thing here is the Lucas Pawpaw ointment. It's been made since God knows what year in Australia, and it's basically fermented pawpaw with, you know, a tiny bit of potassium sorbate or something like that. This is the best stuff on earth. The best. Why? Because it's a local topical application for boils, burns, chafing, cuts, cracked skin, gravel rash, splinters, open wounds, insect bites, and nappy rash. It helps to relieve and cleanse. it's a miracle. Like, we use it. Let me tell you, we've been using it since, well, I've used it since before children. And, you know, cuts, insect bites, la la la. Great as lip balm, by the way. You know, very dry elbows, any dry patches on your skin, anything. Soothes, relieves instantly, less itchy, less scratchy. Any wounds, and even bruises, heals so quickly. Like, seriously, any sort of cuts, anything like that. And with children, this thing is priceless, just absolutely amazing. We had a friend here, her daughter, who was like, I think 11 or 12 at the time, poured boiling water, into a glass jar with no metal in it. That means instant. So she's standing there with all her thighs, and she was, I think, in shorts because it was summer, covered in, you know, this hot water and like blood because she got glass everywhere. Her mother was shocked, and we met because this is like one of my older son's sort of mates from school, their mom. And the older daughter did that, and we met, and she just messaged me the pictures. I was like, oh my god, that's just... And then I got this out, because we bought like a ton of it. We didn't know if we could get it here. I think we can, so that's good. But we got 67 kilos of this from New Zealand and brought it here. And I gave her one of these. I said, you need it more than us, take one. And that healed super quick. Like, it's a miracle cure for just about everything, and if you want something to heal quickly, that is your best bet. And like I said, just carry it around. It's tiny. It does come in like bigger jars, like I think, yeah, jars of, this is like 25 grams, and it comes in 75 ml jars as well. We keep those at home and put it on, you know, everything for the kids before bedtime. And these are just portable ones we carry around with us at all times, pretty much, because you never know when they're gonna fall over and do something stupid. Once one of them fell over, it was JB Hi-Fi in New Zealand. We were looking at vinyl. From then on, by the way, whenever we're looking at vinyl in the store, which is the longest time we ever spend in the store really standing in one place, we give them a phone with cartoons, because after that, like, there's no way we can do without that. So one of them just, like, they were playing some train thing or something, one of them pushed the other one, falls over, concrete floor, bump just grows on the head the size of a golf ball, and it grew right before our eyes. I've never seen anything like it. You can see it just grow out of his forehead within like less than a minute. It was just horrifying. I've never seen it. I've seen it again later, and my mom saw it for the first time the other time and went, oh my god. I said, Mom, seen it before. Like, let's check, no concussion, fine, just put that stuff on, it'll be fine. She was so shocked, she wanted to go to hospital, but yeah, we've seen it before, it worked. You put that stuff on, I don't know where it goes. I don't know, it's just, yeah, highly recommend. Cheap at any price. This is not the first tube I've used, not the last one. I have backups everywhere, so do look for that if you have, you know, if you're accident prone, if you're klutz, and if you have children, you need one either way. So good luck with that. Find it, use it, absolutely priceless. Now, this is also kind of almost over. This is rose water. I dragged it all the way from New Zealand. I don't know why. We have Indian stores here that sell rose water. This is from Mumbai, and yeah, New Zealand also has heaps of Indian shops. And this thing here is used for, I don't know, it's some sort of Indian like staple. It's used both for cooking and cosmetics and everything. I use this as a toner. I love it. It's very refreshing. I don't know if it actually does anything, but I put it on after I've cleansed, and then I put it on in the morning before my moisturizers and stuff like that. I love this stuff. I'm definitely getting more. We have Indian stores. I just need to, once I'm really out, I'm gonna go and get one, because it doesn't really matter what brand it is. It's just basically, from what I know, it's just pure rose extract and water. And this is good. Russians and expiry dates. This is good 15 months from date of manufacture. And it was manufactured, wait for it, April 2018. That's when just after our younger son was born, who will turn 6 this year, so 15 months. Yeah, I don't know, it still works, my face is still fine, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt. And the last, but certainly not least, now, in the climate like Russia, you have a shit ton of dryness because they crank up the radiators, and generally it's, you know, continental, so we don't get very high humidity anywhere, especially at home when you have the radiators cranked up and it's minus 20 outside. It just doesn't, like, yeah, you don't get humidity of any kind, so you need, like, humidifiers, and in New Zealand you need dehumidifiers because everything freaking molds. There is no winning in life, is there? But, so here, my hands, like, you can see, they're not in their best shape. You can see how dry they are, but this is not the worst. Now, the worst is when, like, these parts, like this part of the hand, goes completely red, cracks, and starts bleeding. This is how bad it gets here. So, foot creams, again, foot creams, very important as well. And I did have one. I'll put a picture up here, actually, of the foot cream, which was from Essence. I could have sworn I kept one to show you. I swear by that stuff. That is the best one that I've used. I love it to death. It just makes such a big difference, even if you don't do it every day. But then you go have a pedicure and the lady was like, I can tell you've been using something that is really good, keep doing that. And I'm now out of it, and I think they don't stock it anymore, unfortunately, so I switched to something else. But this is the exclusive cream mask for hands and nails with argan oil and macadamia oil. And I'm reading this to you because this is written in Russian, but in general you can see that it says argan there, and this is the Polish brand called Evelyn. I don't know if they stock it, like, probably stock it in Europe at least, I would think. This is so good. Like, it smells really good. I love Evelyn creams. I bought a shit ton of their creams. I bought some face creams for my mom. They have all these ranges, 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus even, like targeting different things in, you know, all ages of skin. Their body milk, again, every single possible thing you would want one for, and it smells amazing. And usually it's quite, I know some people don't like that, but it's quite, what do you call that? It's very thick and it doesn't, like, disappear straight away, but with our climate, for our hand issues, this is really, really good. I really love it, but as with anything, you have to use it regularly. And if that doesn't work, unfortunately, it's Bepanthen. Bepanthen works for all of that crap, but, you know, it smells like baby butt because that's what it's made for. So I much prefer to not get my hands that bad and use this. And this is almost over, so I'll have to, I think I have a backup one sitting there. So that is pretty much all I had for these empties that I've stocked. Hello, editing me here. I forgot one item. I kept thinking about it, and then I, like, completely forgot, so I thought I'd show you anyway. So here it is. This is the Angel, which is the famous perfume by Mugler or however the hell you pronounce it. So this is the shower gel, and you know how you have these fancy shower gels or creams that you get with really fancy perfumes? And you put them aside and you think, I'm gonna use this for a special occasion, and that never ever happens. So I started using it, and I actually dragged this all the way from New Zealand to Moscow, and this is the only thing that got broken. So the cap on it, like, there's something happened with the screwy part, and it, like, literally just broke, so it just sort of stands there open. So I'm trying to use it because I can't really close it, so that was partially what brought on the use of it. But I do really like it. I like the smell. I love Angel perfume. I can't wear it a lot because it gives me a massive headache. Unfortunately, there are scents like that do that, like, you really, really like them, but can't wear them, unfortunately. So it is quite strong though as well. So, but the shower gel is fine. I really like it. I enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to finishing it because, like, it just sits there open and it's just a disaster waiting to happen. So there's that one as well. Will I repurchase it? Probably not, because I have a ton of Angel that I barely use, and I'm just not going to buy it separately. So there you go, as part of a set. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do tell me, what is your favorite skincare product that you absolutely swear by, that works for, you know, any problem, especially if you have one of those, kind of like this one does. And I would be very keen to know, what is it that, you know, makes your world a bit better in terms of skincare of any kind. And with that, I bid you farewell. I hope you have a pleasant time of day wherever you are, and greetings and salutations to you.